And to finish up, to be fair and balanced to our New York listening audience on ESPN Radio, is it fair to say that Russell Wilson needs to beat the Giants need to beat the Cowboys in order for Jaxson Dart to not be put in? Or what did you see to make you think don't put a rookie here yet? Yeah. What's going through Brian Daboll's head is just, I guess, the overarching question here, Kurt. Do you think?
I would say that's what I saw. Is I didn't see a very good performance by their offense. And this wasn't just about Russell Wilson. Again, it wasn't like the Caleb situation where there are guys running free all over the place and Russell just can't get it to him or Russell just can't see them. That wasn't the case. I was really disappointed kind of with what I saw from their offense. I don't know. I love Coach Daboll. I think he's very creative. And I just didn't see that in this game. And, maybe that was circumstantial because of, situations they found themselves in or whatever. But I just didn't like their offensive performance. And you can have your feelings about who Russell is at this point in his career. I have, my opinions on that. But this wasn't, to me, a game where if you put another quarterback in there, this looks completely different based on how it played out. Now, I'll say the caveat to that is if you believe Russell Wilson is a certain kind of player now and is not as creative and is not as athletic as he used to be, and this is the product that you think you're going to have every time out, where it's going to be a struggle for guys to separate, and you're not going to have a bunch of guys wide open, and you believe Jaxson Dart in his youth can bring a little more to the table than Russell Wilson can, that's a different story. If you believe he can do some things when the scheme doesn't open it up for him, that Jaxson Dart can do some things for your football team, and Russell can't at this stage in his career, now I think you may consider that part of it. And again, I'm not sure Jaxson Dart is necessarily that guy that's going to live in the athletic world, but we know he's got the ability to create and make some plays on the move. I just kind of see Russell and him in similar fashion in terms of, how they're doing that, at this stage. But that to me is the real question, is that I don't think you throw him in there if you expect this to be what your offense is for the next few weeks against these good football teams. But if you're saying this is all we're going to have, and, Russell's just not in a position at this career to create and give us some extra, maybe that's when you make that decision and say, hey, we're going to go to Jaxson because we think we get a little bit more in that regard.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.